All right, let's talk about sports massage. What's the impact of sports massage, right? A lot of people utilize sports massage, at least in the clinical sense, it's for maintenance, or we're dealing with rehabbing some sort of injuries. As an athletic trainer slash licensed massage therapist, I have clients come in with previous injuries or something that just happened. So we come up with a plan to kind of determine how we approach training, approach everything else. But how does massage, manual therapy, affect or impact our athlete? So one of the biggest thing for pre-event, in terms of technique, topulment, vibration, it's fantastic because of the rhythmic tapping, and it kind of help energizes the muscles when they go out to perform. And effleurage, the classic gliding stroke, right? It's one of the longer strokes that can help calm a athlete, and sometimes we can use that to warm up as well. Petrissage, kneading, right? So sometimes we use that technique to kind of improve the tissue elasticity, and just I don't like to say in a sense breaking up anything, because realistically it's a technique to stimulate the brain and allows the muscles to relax. Okay, so at the end of the day, it is very psychological in that sense, because pre-event, the athlete themselves are hyped up, they're amped up, anxieties kicks in. So in terms of getting a pre-event massage, it's very much psychological, so that the athlete, it kind of calms down a little bit, but in a sense that, like, believing that pre-event massage after the warm-ups that they just finished will really help them get into the mode, get ready to go. So in a sense, yes, it actually pre-event massage very much function in a sense of improving their psychologically, it calms them down. So it's fantastic. So pre-training massage significantly enhance performance, indication of like muscle temperature raises, range of motion improve, reaction time, better reaction time, and the perceived readiness, in general. So there are a recent research that just came out in 2025 this year that shows there's 22% of improvement in a defensive in efficiencies and reduced exertions. So that's wonderful new research coming out for it. And also we got other aspect of massage, how it affects the body. So DOMS, delay onset muscle soreness. That's one of the biggest things. Lactic acid, it's built up, and just kind of like we're getting that muscle pump so to a point where actually it's not comfortable, right? So massage helps move the lymph nodes and help reduce the lactic acid level, and really it accelerates that recovery when you think about it, right? So those are fantastic utilizations of manual therapy massage techniques, to help relaxation, along with it, pushing fluids, in the sense of lymphatic flow, calming down certain muscles. So like compression can be utilized. It's a fantastic way to help the athlete to get back to baseline, right? So when it comes to working with professional athletes, it's literally day in day out. They beat themselves up through training, and then they come into the training room, get treatment, just kind of help them reset a little bit, and the next day ready to go again. So a lot of times we have to look at timing, right? So say an athlete comes in for maintenance rehab massage, that has to be done I would at least give it 72 hours or so prior to the event. So let's say I have an athlete, she's running on Saturday. By Wednesday, that's like the latest that I want to do anything that is a little bit more intensive in terms of like deep tissue work and stuff like that. If we're dealing with certain injuries and stuff like that, we have to monitor how the athletes are handling their daily stress along with their injury. We gotta figure out things to time what we need to do. So pre-event, you can do obviously the day of to just kind of help them a nice little flush. In terms of flushing massage, what I call this is pretty much a common term we use in track and field, flushing, right? So it's literally just kind of help pushing fluids. And it's usually done pretty much, you can do it on a regular basis. A tool that we use in our clinic, the compression boots, the Normatecs, they're actually fantastic. They're ischemic compression, really. It's just air-filled ischemic compression and just kind of going from distal proximal and then just kind of loses the air. So that on the side is fantastic in terms of just kind of track athletes loves them just because like it is that ischemic compression really kind of squeezes things and kind of help pushes the fluids. It calms them down a little bit, so it's fantastic. Another tool that we use, massage guns, right? It's funny enough, when I was in sports medicine, massage gun was like exclusively for athletic trainers or people who are in sports medicine, and now it's available to your everyday consumers. But it's definitely one of those tools that you have to understand. The main concept of a massage gun is tapotement and vibration, right? And it's fantastic for warming up, but timing wise, that's where people kind of get hurt because they just overdo it, right? But for warm-ups, after your warm-up is actually one of the better too. It's technically considered pre-event massage, right? So you can just literally use the gun, blast the hands, the arms, and stuff like that, parts by parts. 30 seconds to 45 seconds, no more than a minute. Just kind of going through the body. It could be done within 5 minutes. The athletes are ready to go. That, in a sense, could replace an therapist in a way, but also the beauty of massage manual therapy is that sensory level with the hands. There's something magical about the hands, the human touch that really help calms a person down as well. So there's different aspects that we can look into in terms of massage, but in general, sports massage, whether it's pre, post, there's different techniques for different time. I think something that I should mention as well when it comes to massage guns, sometimes that tapotement and vibration might not necessarily be good for post massage, right? Reason being is because that type of treatment is really excites the muscles, and sometimes and really just for post massage itself. We want more on the calming aspect. We want to bring the heart rate back down. So therefore, we're not necessarily wanting that tapotement and vibration effect. And same thing when it comes to petrissage for pre-events. So sometimes we don't want to do that too deep of a work on someone when we're getting ready for an event. We just want to give them a nice flush, a little warming techniques, compressions, a little and a faster pace, obviously, and also friction to warm up the tissue and stuff like that. Given the scenario, there is different ways to look into sports massage. Sports massage could be classified in so many different categories. That's why we need to understand each movement, each technique that we're utilizing. How is it best apply to the scenario? So I hope you enjoyed today's talk. Have a fantastic rest of your day.